What's up, family? Let me know where you're coming in from. What city, what state. If you're outside of the US. Family? Let me know where you're coming in. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're coming in from. Yeah, I've been waiting on this all day. We had to get a few things out of the way with these broadcasting networks and stuff like that. Let them get all of the fluff out of the way so we can get down to business. This was a beautiful, beautiful day, man. I mean, this was just one of the best days of my life right here, man, because I witnessed something that was just so remarkable. I witnessed a man who put the work in, who loved his community, loved his family, and basically did it as correct as anyone could hope. And he had his homecoming today. He had his homegoing rather, and it was just beautiful to see the turnout. It was beautiful to see so many people from so many backgrounds, so many different professions, ethnicities, socioeconomic situations supporting this guy. A beautiful thing all the way around, and it just made me feel real good. It made me feel good to see T.I. in the store, balling out at the Marathon store. Beautiful thing, man. I support that brother. The thing that we got to realize, man, is that we don't have to agree with every single thing that somebody does that's in our community. We don't have to agree with every single thing. Like, we got this thing where we get emotional. Like, even on my channel right here, I can put out 100 videos. In fact, more than 100. I can give you 1,000 videos for a whole year straight of nothing but stuff that you're riding for, that you find informative, oftentimes that you agree with, every single line, but oftentimes things that you are in agreement with for the most part. And I make one video that you don't agree, man, I ain't fuck with you no more, man. I cancel, you cancel, you this. Man, I got a rule, right? As long as I know you love the people, man, if you do something that might be out of pocket, it might be out of line, I think it's forgivable. It can be forgivable. There's certain things that you're not going to do if you really love the people. So, there's certain things that are just so egregious that you got to be like, nah, man, we can't do that no more. But just simply making a statement where you have a fundamental disagreement about something, to me, that shows a person that's emotionally unstable. And it seems to come from more often from men than women. I don't know what that's about, but a lot of dudes today are very emotional. They really don't think things through. They just, hear something and they just jump all over it, and they don't really give it a lot of thought. And I'm kind of solution oriented. Things have to make sense to me, and I have to think about what I'm gonna do. My moves are calculated, much like Nipsey Hussle. Moves were calculated. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful homegoing, man. To see all of those people in the Staples Center, to see his kids step up and speak, and to see his woman speak on his behalf, and his brother and his mother and his friends. Snoop gave a hell of a speech. Beautiful, man. I loved it. It was beautiful for me. And I didn't have anything, I couldn't even think of anything negative to say. I heard some people saying things about his brother, cursing and stuff. And, they got a point with that. That's not really the type of place for that. It's a time and a place for everything. And you got to be able to control your emotions, because some people will say, well, that's just how you talk. That's a lie, because you might talk like that, but I know for a fact, when you go to jail, if you ever go to jail or you go before the court and you got to go before a judge, you don't curse in front of the judge. You figure out a way to get yourself together and try your best, be on your best behavior, because you don't want that judge to use that behavior against you. So you're gonna be on your best behavior. You're damn sure not gonna be in the courtroom cussing, unless you just know you ain't got nothing to lose and it don't matter what he do to you anyway. You just you cuss the judge out and everything. You don't give a damn. You know, I get that. But other than that, I personally have not ever sat in the courtroom before. I've been in the courtroom many times for myself and in support of others. And I just have not ever seen a person cussing when he's talking to the judge or the judge is talking to them. I've never seen it. So, you know, I get it. You know, dude was very emotional. You know, that's his brother. You know, they, you know, slept in the same bed together. So I get that. He got a right to speak his mind. I get that. So, you know, I'm not gonna judge him on that, man. You know, I don't know what I would say if something like that happened to my brother. I don't know how my emotions take over, you know. I just, you know, some things, you know, are just not in your control. You like to think they are. You know, I would like to think that I wouldn't be at my brother's funeral cussing, you know, or anybody's funeral cussing. But, you know, it's hard to judge that. It's hard to really just judge that, you know, especially when you know what Nip meant to him. You know, I can't judge that, bro. I can't. All I could do is feel hurt for him. I felt pain in every word. I felt it, man. So, and I saw the faces of the people that was there, you know, that attended. A lot of pain, a lot of hurt. Even the people that wasn't there, I talked to people that's not even out here in Houston, and people were hurt. So, so that's what I wanted to do tonight with this live. I wanted to give you guys a platform, open up the platform, and give you guys an opportunity to speak. You know, share your stories. You know, reflect. You know, what it is that. If you're a fan of Nip, you know, even if, and when I say a fan of Nip, you could be a fan of an artist and not know his music. That's very possible. Nip was a friend of mine. I don't know Nip music like that. I know Nip's voice. So when I hear his voice, I say, oh, that's Nip. But it's so many artists out there, and I'm cool with a lot of artists. And I just don't have time to listen to everybody's music. Even the great artists that I know, I just don't know a lot of their music, you know, unless it was just thrown in my face, like everybody else. If it was thrown in my face, like it's on the radio every day, it's all over the internet every day, people doing dances and stuff like that. Okay, I know that's who that is. I know what that is. But other than that, I might miss it. But I didn't miss Nip the man. You know, I knew Nip the man. I fell in love with Nip the man, not the music. So not the artist. I fell in love with the man, you know, his character, the way he moved, his spirit. He had a good spirit. I would call Nip sometimes and he'll miss my call and he'll call right back, what's up, OG? You know, that's how he was. You know, well, as some of these other dudes, man, they might wait till you call again before they pick up. But Nip was very respectful like that. He was respectful and he was introspective and he was always trying to learn, always ears and eyes open. Never thought that he knew too much. And the more money he made, the more successful he became, the more humble he was. I know a whole lot of people who would have taken advantage of that position that he was in for the worse. They would have used that position to do evil things, and he did it for the greater good. And he looked out after a lot of people. And that's why so many people are hurt, because that you just don't make them like that no more. They don't make them like that. Well, they do make them, but they're just few and far in between. If you've never been on my live before, the way we do it, you let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you're representing. And whatever you got to say after that, man, just drop a comment. Let me see what y'all saying. Kevin Brasher said most. Ian Burke says they were killed just being associated, related to the boy, innocent, but missed that last part. Eugene Osborne, what's up? I appreciate you, Dallas, in the building. And this is going to be a quick live, y'all, because I have a meeting to attend. So I'm going to try to get it in with y'all. I wish I could be on here longer, but I'm going to try to get it on in and let's just fellowship for a moment. So I see Eldridge Dyson, H-Town, Memphis in the building, Idlewild Blue, D. Ray Cali, what's up, Cali? Salute. Caveman Crazed. Hello, sir. Ashley with Ford Motor Company in Louisville, Kentucky. What's up? Jay's Luggage, shout out from Brooklyn. What's up, Brooklyn? BK in the building. Jay-Z, what it do? I see, who is that? Myron Boss, DC. Machiavelli, Philly. D-Ray, LA, Cali, what up? Cincinnati in the building. RM March, Florida in here. KD, what up? What up, Baltimore? Who is that? Black JMZ. I know that's Baltimore. Dion Covington, District of Columbia. What's up, DC? Sister Christian. Cool BJ, Cool B Jack. What up? What's up, Mike G? Appreciate you. All the state of Georgia. Well, I say he representing all of Georgia. Come through Georgia, you can't miss him. Fifth Ward in the house. What's up, Mr. G? Mr. G, man. And you know what? And that just triggers something. Fifth Ward, that's my city. I mean, that's my, I would say city, but Fifth Ward is big enough to be a city, but that's my hood, Fifth Ward. So I'm not going to stop investing in the hood because of what happened in there. If anything, it's going to make me more resilient. It's going to make me want to invest more. It's going to make me want to do more to change the attitude. You know, the way people responded to what happened in there lets me know it's way more people that would be in support of somebody who was coming back to help than that would not be. So I'm not going to let a couple of clowns, a couple of fools throw me off my game. I'm going to invest in the hood. I'm going to go back. I'm going to give back. I'm going to the hood tomorrow. You know, and it's not about trying to be brave and keeping it. It ain't even about keeping it real. It's just that if we who make it out don't go back and reach for those who don't have as much, then what does that say about our future? We can't afford to leave anybody behind. Now, granted, there are some people you just can't help. We got that. I understand that. You can't help everybody. Those people that don't want to be helped, that can't be saved, they won't be saved, ain't nothing you can do about it. You got to just let them go. Let them be. Let them self-destruct. But for those who want it, who want out, that want better, man, it's incumbent upon every single one of us who get it to go back and grab somebody and pull them up. How you gonna say you love your community, you love your people, and then turn your back on the ones who have the least? That don't even make sense. See, I ain't got no death wish. I ain't trying to rush my death. I ain't no pain freak, but I'm not a coward either. And you can die living in a gated community. You can get killed living on a hill, on an island. You know, if somebody wants you, if somebody really wants you, you can get shot up being the president of the United States of America. It's not often that somebody who makes it out gets gunned down in their hood. That's rare. That's an exception. So we can't use this incident and panic and just go into panic mode and be like, and get, oh, I'm scared. I ain't risking my life. Man, you want to risk your life or you want to risk the future? You know? Now I get it. It ain't for everybody. Everybody ain't got it. I'm not trying to say everybody need to be like me. Everybody need to have my attitude. Everybody ain't got my attitude. I get that. I'm just saying, as for me, I'm gonna keep pushing. I know that the majority of cats who are from the streets, no matter whether they're from 5th Ward, 3rd Ward, Acres Homes, Greenspoint, Brooklyn, LA, Chicago, man, it don't matter if it doesn't matter if they're from Oak Cliff, Dallas, it don't matter where they're from. The majority of cats from the streets can appreciate my struggle because I come from where they come from. So I'm an inspiration to them. So most of them are going to look at me and say, if Willie D can do it, I can do it. And even if I can't do it, I'm glad somebody made it out. That's the majority of dudes in the hood that I know. And I'm from the hood for real. So I don't know what a lot of these people be talking about when they be trying to shit on people from the hood. I don't know where they come from. I've even heard people like Charles Barkley say, well, there's this notion in the Black community, whereas if you do good and, you're smart, that, it's something wrong with you. Of course, I'm paraphrasing, but he said something to that effect, like talking down on the Black community, like people in the Black community automatically look down on you if you're smart, if you make it. That's some dumb shit. That's coon talk. That's that talk that comes from people who are detached, who don't understand where they come from and who has been indoctrinated, who be sitting up there reading that news from mainstream America, watching that stuff, getting programmed and believing that stuff. Those people that's got that Stockholm syndrome, that's where that comes from. The majority of people I know, when they see somebody smart, they don't look down on that smart person. They look up at that smart person and they say, I'm from the streets for real, man. I'm from the hood for real. And I've been to a lot of other hoods. And I just don't be hearing people saying, he's smart, I don't like him. I don't know where that come from, but man, a lot of times what happened though, I believe you have some smart people that come out of the hood and they make it, they get out, and they become so detached that they just think that the reason people don't like them is because they're smart, is because they want more out of life. So they just chalk it up to that instead of chalking it up to their personality. Chalking it up to the fact that they're corny as hell, or they just may not be a likable person. They just may not be the type of person that people are drawn to. So they chalk it up to, oh, they don't like me because I'm smart. That's how a lot of people who date outside of their race talk. I'm not against, I know some people gonna hate me for saying this, but I'm not against people dating outside of their race. I got too many other issues that I gotta look at to be worried about who people sleeping with. So, because I don't have to sleep with that person. I don't have to listen to that person's complaints. I don't have to make that person. I don't have to be responsible for that person's happiness. I don't have to take care of that person. So I don't have a problem with people dating outside of their race. But my problem is when people give these asinine excuses for why they do that. A lot of times I hear, maybe as a black guy or a black woman say, well, I don't date outside, I date outside of my race. I don't date black people because, you know, they think that, you know, they just don't get me because, you know, I want more out of life, and, you know, because I'm educated and because I'm this and I'm that. Man, we got millions of successful stories of black people dating black people who are educated. Millions. Don't let mainstream America fool you with their little shitty statistics showing, because what they do is that they highlight our worst and they highlight their best. So if you watch and you listen to mainstream media only, you will get the sense that, well, maybe we are inferior. Maybe we are lacking all the time in every category. We're lacking in every single category. We ain't winning in nothing that counts. Man, are you really gonna believe, you really gonna get your information from your oppressor? Man, if they won't treat you right, they won't teach you right. These people got a plan. It's not in their best interest to put information out there that makes black people feel good about themselves. It's just not in their best interest. This is how they continue to take advantage of our community. If they can break your spirit and make you think you're less, make you think you're inferior, well, that's half the battle right there. Because you'll be like, well, maybe I'm cursed. Maybe my family is cursed. Maybe we're not supposed to have this. So I'm not going to work to owning this. I'm just supposed to be a worker. I'm not going to work toward this. So I'll just resign to whatever lifestyle that they allow me to have. Because that's another thing. I'm tired of black people saying shit like, man, they ain't gonna let no nigga do this. Man, they ain't gonna let no black person. Let my ass. They ain't gotta let me do nothing. I'm taking what I want. I'm doing what I want to do. If I want to buy some land, I'm going to get the money and I'm going to buy some land. If I want to own a building, I'm going to own that building. I'm going to go do whatever I got to do. If I want it, I'm going to get it. If I got the resources, if I know how to get to the resources, if I don't have the resources and I really want it, I'm going to go get the resources, qualify myself, and I'm going to get it. They ain't going to let me do nothing. You know how weak that sounds for a man to say, they ain't gonna let me? They ain't gonna let my ass. I'm doing what I wanna do. You think Nipsey Hussle asked for permission to go and buy that block? To start his businesses, his various businesses? You think he asked for permission to start his record label independent and become a millionaire on his own, self-made millionaire? No. He did it on his own, and he made the big boys come to them, and he gave them a piece of the earnings, but he retained all of his rights. That's how you do it. Man, you make them come to you. You put your plan together, you get on your grind, do what you got to do to get your resources. You do everything you got to do short of compromising your dignity. You don't do that Steve Harvey thing, like giving up your dignity. You don't do that. Don't compromise your dignity. You do whatever else you got to do, though. Anything, you do everything short of compromising your dignity. And if you really want it and you qualified to get it, you can get it. It's as simple as that. What y'all saying out here? So let's see. Zia says, police make me tired. Tell me about it. Who is that? Who is that? Tenor J? J. I'm going to say it again, Will. Bro, startups and stop the violence track, LP, the East, West, South, on it together, get our people and hip hop together, lay down the groundwork, bro. Detroit here, peace OG. I don't know, man. I might start that conversation, man. You know, I might start that conversation. But it's got to have some meat on it, though. It got to be something after that. It can't just be a song. It's got to be something attached to it, a movement attached to it besides the song. I can't just do the song thing. So I got to have some action behind it. I'm about that action, man. How about that police officer's son burning them black churches? Oh, is that what it was? It was a cop's son? I'm not surprised. He probably got it from his daddy. You know, that's where he probably learned it from. You know, when they were burning black churches back in the 60s, a lot of those guys belonged to the police force. So that ain't nothing new. Let's see. Farrakhan is a great speaker. Keep up the good work. Yeah, Farrakhan is a great speaker. Farrakhan is a great man, first and foremost. Solid man. Yeah. Notice when we have strong leadership, strong men who stand on two, they try to ostracize them. They try to turn the black community against them. And they usually get these stepping fetches like Candace Owens and Charles Barkley and these types to try to speak against them. I'll never, ever, ever speak against Farrakhan, ever. Even if he does something I don't like. Because I'm gonna look at the totality of the man and the sacrifices he's made. And Farrakhan is probably responsible for saving more black men than any single man on this planet. Yeah, I said it. See, a lot of these dudes, they talk about it, but they ain't really about it. You know, I don't really know a lot of dudes who call themselves ministers who are actually out there pulling in dudes out of prison, cleaning them up, and making them honorable men. Making them, now of course, not all of these guys are 100 with it. Some of them are, some of them try to get into the nation and be faking and backsliding and doing all kind of sly stuff. But the dudes that I know, the majority of dudes that I know that come into that nation, man, they strong and they're disciplined and they're family men and they love their women, they love their children, and they are progressive. The nation is an excellent organization to be a part of if you want to get your life together. It is an excellent organization to be a part of. So I'll never speak down on Farrakhan's name. I don't care what they say. They can't buy me. They can't get me to turn on Farrakhan. You can't give me a television show and then see me in a video or a photo with Farrakhan and say, well, well, you support Farrakhan and da-da-da. Man, take the damn show back. Take it back. Just like that. Take it. I ain't gonna turn my back on Farrakhan ever. Farrakhan is a national treasure. In fact, he's an international treasure. I never turn my back on Farrakhan. That's another thing. Wasn't Nipsey's mother something else today? Oh man, the way she spoke, man, oh man. Well, I saw that spirit all over that woman's face. I saw a spirit hovering over her head, man, that woman. That woman got a beautiful spirit. Lady Shorty, greetings, greetings, greetings from Houston, baby. Lady Shorty, checking in for Chicago. Who was that? Who was that? Brother Nubian? Brother D. Nubian says Jesus Christ is Elijah Muhammad. Boom. But Sean Thomas, I'm gonna make you a moderator right quick, man. Who else want to be a moderator? My moderators help find those trolls so I don't have to worry about blocking them and all that stuff. Y'all can block them for me. When them trolls come in here and start talking reckless, you know, you can block them. But before I add you as a moderator, I gotta actually see you on my chat and stuff. I gotta see you on the comments and stuff enough to know that you're a really strong supporter of the channel. That way somebody ain't just coming on here saying I want to be a moderator and trying to fake me out and then, you know, be letting stuff slide or they be saying slick stuff. So even if they say something slick, that it's not gonna last long because I know how I get rid of them real fast. That's why I tell everybody, you know, if you come on here and you be disrespectful, you got one shot and I'm gonna probably catch it after that and you're gonna be out of here. So we ain't gotta agree with everything. I don't look for nobody to agree with everything I say. I don't want that way. I'm trying to learn something. You know, I'm on here like sharing information and stuff, but at the same time, I like learning. So if somebody can teach me something, give me some information, give me some tools I can use, I'm gonna accept it. I'm not one of those dudes who think I know everything. I'm learning every day. I want some information. I want to know something today that I didn't know yesterday. In fact, I want to know something right now that I didn't know 5 minutes ago. Kenneth Roberts said, when YouTube banned you, Willie said, bro, glad you're back. Appreciate you, Kenneth. Appreciate you. David Riddle, no worries. DH, Willie D, you matter, stay strong. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, DH. Marcella Daniels, send them back to the block party. For real, I'm gonna send them to the block party. That's what we call it over here, y'all, the block party. Get rid of them boys. Yeah. Who was that been a fan since the 90s? B, what up, B? Who was that? Keneva Johnson? Hey, Willie D, you gonna do another song with ICP, whoop whoop. Hey, hopefully. I like them boys. Them my dogs, man. They the underdogs in the rap industry too. So I cut for them dudes, man, because they love what they do. They hard workers. They love their people. You know, they love the community. They give back. You know, they love hip hop. You know, so I love ICP, man. I ain't got nothing bad to say about them dudes. Whoop, whoop. So Nook Nook said, Farrakhan ain't did nothing for our people. See, this is what I mean, bro. Like when you come on my channel and be disrespectful, I done told you what it is with me and Farrakhan, bro. So if you come on here and you say anything disrespectful about Farrakhan, you got to go, bro. I ain't playing no games with that. You got to go. You got to be a damn fool if you think Farrakhan ain't did nothing. You know, like people look at it like, well, he ain't did nothing for me. But what about all those thousands of people, all those thousands of brothers every year that come out of the pen or whatever, or dudes that's off the streets that he clean up? You know, he get off of drugs. He get them off the alcohol. He clean up and he make them honorable men. See, that don't mean nothing. If it wasn't for Farrakhan, it'll have a lot more cats out there that would be lost. I can guarantee you that. I seen the man work. Conscious One says, peace, bro. Willie D. Tuning in from Cali. Nipsey services was fit for a legend. That he was. Real talk, man. Beautiful. It was beautiful, man. I loved seeing that, man. The trip part is this, right? Nip was a king. Like, he didn't have the big record sales. He was right on the cusp of superstardom. He already had stardom, but he was on the cusp of superstardom. He's about one record away from being able to play basketball arenas by himself with just his name on the headline. So I bet Nip couldn't even foresee that if he had died that day, that his funeral services would be at the Staples Center. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, nobody could foresee something like that happening to Nip. But man, I was not surprised to see the reaction once people knew who Nip was. Like, all of us who knew Nip, we knew how important he was. We knew he was a king. We knew he deserved that type of going away. But there was so many millions more didn't. But once they learned of who Nip was and they started researching, like, man, who is this guy everybody talking about? I just seen so many people that did not know Nip that was heartbroken at the loss of potential. It was so many people. Like, people really felt like they knew him just after reading about him and studying him, doing their research. And it was like, people were like, man, we really lost a good one. We really lost a good one. So in that regard, he definitely deserved, to be recognized in that type of manner, on that type of level, on that stage, on a world stage. He deserved it. And I do believe that, and it's another thing that I want to say. I know many people who are not famous, that are Black, that go back into the neighborhood and reinvest. There's some right here in Houston. They go in the neighborhoods, they reinvest, they build. Slim Thug do it. Boris Miles do it out here in Houston, And I got a couple of homies who has done time. Instead of getting out of jail and coming right back and trying to make that thing work again, that they ain't gonna never work, they took their bread and bought property. My boy Sean is buying property in the hood. Big shout out to Sean. Sean buying property in the hood. This is a guy who's from the streets. But instead of saying, I'm gonna take this money and I'm gonna re-up again, because that's just a dead game. It's not going anywhere. But he took that money and he reinvested. So I'm seeing the movement. I'm seeing a lot of cats snapping out of it and like waking up and realizing that the money, the longevity is in being legal. It's really about long ball, not short ball. It's about longevity. That's why you have people out there that do reckless things. They talk reckless. They act reckless because they're not playing for longevity. They're not planning longevity. They're playing for the right here and now. And they'll probably meet their demise early, or something bad will happen to them because they're not really playing long ball. They're not really playing to be in the game for years down the line. They're not planning on raising their own children. They're planning on some other man raising their children. I can guarantee you, if you go out there and do this or do that, I know what comes with that. And you can say you love your children all you want to, but your ass going to jail or you're going to get killed. So you tell me then when that happens to you, You tell me then how much you love your children. You cannot possibly love your children and going out there taking them penitentiary chances, going out there getting yourself shot up, killed, doing stupid shit. You cannot possibly convince me that you really love your children. Because if you really did, you would make sure that you raise your own children. You would not leave the responsibility of raising your child up to another man. To me, if we want to talk about sucker shit, to me, that's sucker shit. I really do believe that's sucker shit. Now, I know some cats right now listening to what I'm saying, and they're getting mad. Some of you out there listen to what I'm saying in the shoe fits, and you're saying, damn, Willie D, damn, man, you talking about me, but you're right. And they respect it. And I respect that you get the lesson. Because everything I say out of love, man. I'm not trying to say to get on somebody's bad side, hurt somebody, make somebody feel bad, or be condescending. I'm not trying to do none of that. I get on here and I speak like this, man, because I love y'all for real. It ain't about, trying to that I'm better and all of this type of stuff, man, or trying to create enemies and all of that. It's not about that because, and it's not about kissing ass and trying to just make friends because I know how to make friends. I know how to be friendly. If I just want to be friendly and be charismatic and kiss up, I know how to do that. That's easy. And if I want to be very disrespectful, I know how to do that. But to me, it ain't about either one of those. I feel like I got this platform and I think that I can use this platform to open some minds and educate people. And not just Black people, but people that don't really understand our experience. And beyond the Black experience, there are just other people out there that's going through shit that can use some of the information that I put out. And so the information is not exclusive to Black people, or it's not just for Black people, it's for people. Because we all gotta live in this world. We all gotta live in this society, so we're gonna encounter one another, whether we like it or not. We have to be in the same spaces at times. It's the workplace, whether it's a park, a concert venue, whether it's the bank or the post office, a grocery store. Wouldn't you, if you got to come in contact with these people, which you do, people that don't look like you, people that don't share your background, wouldn't it be nice if somebody had an understanding and the rudimentary respect for you? Just on a basic level of respect because they understand your struggle or they understand something about you. Even if they didn't really understand you, at least they've got enough information to have enough respect for you as a human being. That's what I'm trying to get. So oftentimes that message gets lost because I cover a lot of controversial stuff and I speak on a lot of things that they don't want me speaking on. And so a lot of times people think when you speak on certain issues or whatever, then they try to put you in a certain kind of box and all that kind of stuff. But if they try to put me in a box, I ain't gonna do but kick it out. I'm gonna kick a hole in the box and get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't box me in. Respect for the elders, first of all. Who was that? Mach 9? Okay. Mike Williams. See, people are idiots, fam. Straight to the point, huh, Mike? Straight to the point. Understanding is better for anything. Lisa, what's up, Lisa? Joe Dagger, real estate. You ever spoke? I could not stand another man taking care of my 2 kids. That's why I go. Okay. So Leonard Morgan says, man, I've done 20, I'm 30, been home 3 years, have 2 jobs. But the one thing that beat me up every day, and I just told my son today, the fact that I abandoned my children. That's a man right there, bro. You get it. And say he was God, he did 20 on 30. Came and missed all them years, man. Came home though. Been home for 3 years, got 2 jobs, and having those heart-to-heart with his son and just letting him know, hey man, I wasn't there for you, man, but I'm here now and I can't make it up to you. All I can do is make new memories. I can't Do nothing about the past. That's done. That's said and done. But some people never get it right, man. Some people never figure it out. Some people don't even want to figure it out. Some people just resign to whatever existence and whatever thoughts that they have, and they're just stuck. Just like some people come to my page sometimes, they come and find me on social media and they hear me talking and they go, man, ain't you the same one made this song? You made that song, fool. You talking about when I was 21, 22, 23, 24? You talking about when I was a kid? You talking about something that happened that I wrote 20 years ago, bro? Like, some people are just stuck. And you have people that always want to remind you of the old you because they don't like the new you because the new you has passed them up. You see? So they don't like that new you. And so they're going to remind you every chance they get of the old you. So stay focused. Don't let them suckers fool you. Don't let them trap you. You know, it's about growth. Life is about growth. Muhammad Ali said it best. Man, if you still doing the same thing, if you think the same way at 50 as you did when you was 30, you just lost 20 years of your life. Something like that, he said. So I haven't seen my international people checking in yet. You know, oh, there go Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico in the building. Elliot Klassen. Elliot Klassen. What's up, Elliot? Marcella, yes, and people like that are hard to encounter. Brandon Borden. You tripping, they steal everything. You don't trust me, they know. You tripping, they steal. Who steal everything, bro? Because I know people from all kind of backgrounds steal a lot. So tell me who steal everything. No, Buffalo Gold, I disagree. Okay, so I just made the statement that if you are the same person, if you think the same way you did at 50 as you did when you was 30, you just lost 20 years of your life. And he said, no, unless you were brilliant at 30. Do you understand that even if you're brilliant at 30, you don't know everything? And there's something to be learned new every day? This is what I'm saying. You can never learn too much. You can never be at ease. You can never be satisfied with learning. You know what I'm talking about. You got some people who think they know everything. Those type of people, you hate to be around them because they think they know everything. And it's one of the just worst feelings, you know, one of just the worst type of persons to be around. So who said, Willie is a black man name, comes from Abraham Lincoln. His son was named Willie. Yeah, I got my name from my granddaddy. My granddaddy's name was Willie. I don't know all of these names, man. You know, I thought about changing my name, but man, I just never got around to it. It's cool either way. I know who I am. Nipsey had an engineering program for kids in his community. He did. And Nip was, man, woo, man, Nip was something else, man. Great dude. Great dude. Simply Marvelous says, Willie D, how has Nip affected your life? You know, Nip gonna make me go harder. He's just gonna make me go harder. You know, like I was already going hard, but he gonna make me go harder. Yeah, yeah, Nip is gonna make me go harder. So we kind of like we're already kind of like on the same kind of trajectory because I got other things that I'm doing already. I got some things that I'm involved in right now that people don't know about. If they knew about it, they'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, you doing that?" You know, I just kind of like, I like to move in silence. You know, I like to just get things done and move. But there are some other things that I got going on, and I will be sharing with you guys in the coming months. And I think this you'll be very impressed with what I'm doing. So, and I salute everybody out there that's doing something positive, especially those who have made it out and that are coming back and helping out and giving back and and more than giving just giving money is giving time and influence and that information that you have. That information is very, very important. So I salute all the people out there that's doing that because we need more teachers. We need more teachers and coaches. We need that. Because, you know, obviously, you know, if you see how some of these youngsters move out here, you know, they obviously need some help, right? They obviously are missing some information. They miss some information along the way. So, you know, on both ends, both genders, you know, I think it's a cool thing for people who got it, who figured it out, to help other people figure it out. Now, how you gonna do that? Figure it out. Yeah, I heard that. His brother said Nipsey made a computer. Me Williams, only one me Williams. Yeah, Nipsey made. Brother said he made a computer. Kenneth Walker, want to get involved with your movement? Yeah, send me an email and let me know what you're trying to get involved. You know, what level, you know, what capacity, you know, what your skill sets are. Righteous hate. That's what I'm talking about when the hate is righteous. What was that? JoJo Jones said Nipsey was a prophet. JoJo, you're a moderator, man. You still putting your work in? Funky Town got mad love. What's up, Troy Dorsey? Mad love. Brian Simmons, what's up? So who was that? Who said that? Dalen says, does the younger generation lack respect because to them it's more expected for the value of going viral overpowers principles and morals? Yeah, it's more youngsters today that lack respect than it did in the past. But let's not focus on them. Let's focus on the ones who get it. So salute to all the youngsters out there that respect your elders and respect yourself, because respecting yourself comes first. See, if you respect yourself, once you respect yourself, it's easier to respect others. You know, to have you once you have self-dignity, you know, and then it's easy to respect the dignity of others. So that's where it starts at. It starts with yourself. And Nipsey family is strong, Sending nothing but positivity, positive vibes and love that way. They need it. They need it bad right now. Yeah. Lisa Allen, righteously indignant. Yeah. David Trent says, I pray that blacks start to love and respect each other. Man, black people already respect and love each other. Like I say, you just got some idiots that don't. You know, it's like, and the idiots that don't get the most shine. That's just what it is, because we are the type of society that we just promote negativity quicker than we promote positivity. That's all it is. And mainstream media does a hit job on us every chance they get. And they are paid to highlight our worst and their best. That's how they get out. So we got to stop listening to these damn fools, man. They're not for us, and they're not going to give us the right information. They won't treat you right. They won't teach you right. Bottom line. That's what it is, y'all. I appreciate y'all joining the live. Until next time, R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. We love you, man. We love you. We love you. We love you. We miss you already. No more talk.